I'm damn right on the stream. I'm yawning. Look, I'm excited,
We
people.
live.
All right.
You know what I mean?
What a sound.
That's what it sound like. Podcast. Volume
Yeah.
2.
You know what I mean? Check 1, 2. We in the building. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. We here.
My boy Common may or may not tap in today, but for now, just got me, your boy Zell Nobel, and my boy Hollywood Sensei. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And we about to get it. Shout out to the Blur Cartel. Shout out to all the listeners and viewers that tune in with us every week. You know what I'm saying? Our schedule got a little dicey today. You want to fill them in, Hollywood, or you want to
Yeah,
just
man. We were supposed to, but first and foremost, it's your boy Hollywood Sensei of the Blur Cartel, CEO status, aka Mister Put That Shit On. And to follow the Blur Cartel on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Make sure for your listening needs, is Spotify, Apple Music, and Google Podcasts. What it sound like also Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Music for your listening needs. Now, we had an interview lined up, as you can see from the title and the background. It was my homie. You know what I mean? I grew up with him. Grew up together, same block. You know what I mean? So he was supposed to come on. I don't know what's going on. I hit that man up several times. And, I know my boy be out in the trenches, so maybe, he got caught up in some shit. Hopefully he didn't. But, if the interview does not go down today, it will certainly go down the week after. You know what I mean? But that's what we were planning on doing tonight. We were gonna have an interview, but
that's fine.
you know,
I mean, it's all good. We got
things happen. Things happen.
There's a lot of things that went on in music today. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can keep ourselves
Yeah.
occupied for a little bit.
You know what I mean? Y'all got us here for the next hour, so you know what I mean. Just rock with us.
What about what should we talk about first? Got that new Babyface Ray about to drop. You know what I mean?
Sure, I got some current events for us to, what I mean.
Current events. Oh, all right.
I got some shit for us to speak about. So and if my man's does happen to show up, then we'll continue with the interview as planned. But I don't know if that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right,
Only
so
God, only God knows at this point.
this week or next week we're gonna have it.
Yeah, but for
I mean,
we all.
hold on, real quick, but bro, next week I was going to ask my man's when he came in. Kaboom's supposed to be he's supposed to be battle rapping on at TLA December 9th. Like, just want to see if the boy was sliding and everything. All right.
I believe he was going to be there. He was telling me about that. I mean, but yeah, shout out my boy Eezy. You know what I mean? But yeah, new music dropping tonight at midnight. Shout out to playthishiphop.com. You know what I mean? But what we got dropping at midnight? We got Metro Boomin with Heroes and Villains dropping. I've been waiting for that one ever since he announced it and posted the album cover. We got ASAP Rocky dropping a single, Shitting Me. Babyface Ray, a favorite on this show. You know what I mean? The MOB album. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We got Lotto and Glorilla linking up. You know what I mean? For John. So that's another fire one right there. We got 2K Baby. Corday is dropping, then RIP Change Drugs 6th album, and then we got Scory with Oh Well. So, from this list,
I don't know who Scory is, bro.
Some of these, I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna check 2K Baby out, and I'm gonna check Scory out because I never heard of them. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna check both of them out just to see what they, see what they got. We've been checking out a lot of new artists this year, so we might as well check them out, see what they got for us. But what stands out to you for me is definitely Metro and Babyface Ray. You know what I mean?
What's standing out for me is definitely Babyface Ray and Metro Boom DJ Khaled album, bro. I'm here for that.
Yes, Metro.
Glorilla.
Yes, Lotto and Glorilla too. I am looking forward to that one.
That could be fun. A fun girl song.
I'm a fan of Glorilla. I like her music.
She's so fun. She's a good time. you know, currently inoffensive, just
She ain't slip up yet. You know what I mean?
or hasn't been caught slipping. You know, so
She
I
ain't
just
slip up yet. We
appreciate
would have caught it.
appreciate
Internet 2022, we would have caught
Nah,
it.
the hotness.
let go really live. You know what I mean? You know, shout out, you know, King Kyrie. That's actually my family right there, my blood cousin. You know what I mean? You know,
Hey,
blood cousin. My father, his mother, brother and sister. So, you know, that's grew up together. Same birthday, same month. We both Tauruses, so shout out my boy. And
shout out to
I gotta give you my new number too, you know what I mean? So we can chop it up. And then you got my lady watching, you know. How you doing, baby? You know what I mean? You know, she was on with us, you know, about 2 weeks ago when we did our Jesse Reyes and Umi Armani Caesar Shade and World review. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all check her out. Lala is so random with a Z. And yes, Babyface Ray is up next. You know what I mean? He's up. You know, one of my favorites from Detroit right now. Him, I swear Vezo, Peasy, you know what I mean? You know,
come on, bro.
T Grizzly. You know what I mean?
Right.
Detroit got Bodie James. You know what I mean? Detroit got some niggas. You know what I mean?
And don't forget about my boy Rio. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
Rio the Young, you know, listen. Detroit got some niggas.
Forget about my boy Rio. Rio the young OG.
Definitely.
Come on, stop
But
playing.
yeah, Babyface Ray album, we might as well add that. We gonna add that to the review list. We still got King's Disease to review. You know what I mean? So we'll review that Babyface Ray, King's Disease, and that Metro Boomin.
You know a Duran Bernard album dropped in September? We didn't even check that joint out, did we?
Now we got. It's time to spin the block, Duran Bernard.
We're just gonna have to spin the block on 2022 one of these days. Because you
Yeah.
know, 2023, that shit right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Out your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
We will be giving you the what it sound like year end review. You know what I mean? We're gonna get y'all our we gonna tally up our all the album reviews we did. We're gonna give you the album of the year, which album scored the best. So that'll be the album of the year. We give y'all our song of the year, artists, all that genre. You know what I mean? It's gonna be. Make sure y'all tune into that end of the year special. That joint gonna be fire. You know what I mean? Just Aisha, how you doing?
Mallory just said the Rolling Stones said Beyonce's album was the best album this year.
And if you seen Welcome to Hollywood episode 7, you know what I mean? I did my top 25 albums of 2022. You know what I mean? Me and Conman discussed it on last week's episode.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Wait,
yes, sir.
Where was Harry's house?
I can, if you want, I can give y'all the top 10 right now.
Go ahead, give me the top 10.
Wait.
I'll give you my top 10 that I had.
Let me get the top.
Hollywood Sensei's top 25, but I'll give you my top 10s. I'll start from 10
to 1.
All right, so 10 I had Ransom with No Rest for the Wicked at 10. 9, Steve Lacy, Gemini Rights.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
8 I had Joey Badass 2000.
Wow.
7, Lupe Fiasco, Drill Music in Zion. 6, Calvin Harris, Funk Wave Bounces, Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
5, Dawn FM The Weekend.
Right.
4, Forever Story, Jid.
Really? All right.
Okay.
3, Mr. Morale and the Big Stuffers, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
2, Harry's House.
Hey, shut up.
And number 1, Renaissance, Beyonce.
Really? Renaissance? All right.
Renaissance, Harry's House, and Kendrick was my top 3 for the year. All albums that I gave a perfect 10. You know what I mean? So that was my top 10.
I ain't mad at that, my guy, my bro. You feel me? I could stand behind that. Somebody be like, "Oh, he on the What It Sound Like podcast." I'll be like, "Yes, that's my boy." Right? You know what I'm saying?
And I did a top 25. Did a whole episode on Welcome to Hollywood, episode 7. So you can go back if y'all haven't seen it. Go check that out. I had some good albums on there. You know, Con Man had issue that I didn't have West Side Boogie or Nas in the top 10, but it's. And he also didn't like that I had Smino above West Side Boogie, but it's okay.
That's all that, man.
Sorry, the album was great. Both of the albums were great. I just like Smino's a little bit more. That's all it was.
Yeah.
But in more current events, we know 21 Savage was in the news for saying Nas was irrelevant and whatever.
And
but
now
now you have. Now, a lot of people are saying 21, if you just wanted a feature, you could have just said that from the rip. You know what I mean?
That's not a likely way for that to go. Like, you insult, quote unquote, insult or disparage in some way the relevancy of a classic artist. It's not presumed that, like, oh, y'all should just get on a song together and squash this. Like, I wouldn't have. I did not
said only way we moving is with love. The foundational principles of hip hop. Yeah, excited to collaborate with my young brother. You hear that? And I hope more artists use turbulent moments to turn right. Exactly, right there. Turn them into time to make new art. Yeah. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And that's how you know J. Cole is Nas' young boy. Because remember when Lil Pump did that shit and J. Cole just sat him down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This just another.
Listen, Nas. We all know Nas is a legend. He literally top 5 dead or alive. You know what I mean? He could be top 3, top 1 to whoever you asking. You know what I mean? So. I like this. I like that this didn't turn into some super controversial thing, even though it did for a minute. But it wasn't no diss records involved. Even though we know 21 Savage is not surviving any type of diss record war with Nas. But I'm happy for it. One mic, one gun. I heard the song and it was actually fire. You know what I mean?
Not one knife. Like his little tattoo.
Oh, that was fire.
One night would have definitely would have been better, but
way better song. My bad.
I like the fact that Nas was able to just say, "Listen, I'm gonna reach out to the young boy. I'm gonna put my arm around him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna school him, let him know it's all love, and we gonna get this money. You know what I mean? Let's get in the studio. Let's make something. Let's make some magic. You know what I mean? So I hope a lot more younger and older generation artists could bridge the gap like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I do hope that this doesn't become like the format to get a bigger name.
It's always been. They always done that.
To be like, well, he actually sucks, and then see if he calls you and be like, hey, we should get on a song together. Like,
that's always been that way. Though.
If you want their attention, don't negatively seek it.
Like, that's the whole point. Like, usually, if you negatively
negging somebody,
if you come at somebody,
shit to get
one, he wasn't negging them. He just came up in conversation. But one, if you say something negatively about somebody, like, yeah, the normal thing would either be somebody would like the person with the stature, they would probably either ignore it or they'll diss back. But
like, fuck you.
Exactly. But all I'm saying is not every older artist is going to behave like that. Not every art, like, so you can. Why would you try to come at? You know what I mean? Say your favorite artist is Kendrick Lamar. I'm not going to sit there and talk crazy about Kendrick Lamar and then expect him to want to get on a song with me. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm talking crazy about somebody, like, I kind of would think that they wouldn't want to be associated with
right? Like, they don't want to be like, okay, let's work together.
Yeah, but Nas like above all that and shit. He know that, like, 21, he wanted the young voices in the game right now, wanted the respected young voices in the game right now. Mm-hmm. And he's just going, I'm gonna stand by him. I'm like, all right, this is who the kids is looking up to. I'm gonna stand by him. I'm gonna try to lead them as best as I can. And, you know what I mean? That's all you could ask for at that point, like, from the old rappers and shit like that. But we all know Nas not just like an old rapper, you know what I mean? But
right. Speaking of new music that just dropped, you know what I mean? We did an interview a while ago with my boy Quizzy F, my little brother. Just dropped the new track. You know what I mean? It's called Carry It. You know what I mean? Produced by my man Just Music, one of the best producers in the city right now. You know what I mean? He's fire. You know what I mean? If you got title, hit that title up. Quizzy F, Carry It. The new single it just dropped. You know what I mean? I'm gonna share it out.
Carry it with
Make sure y'all check my boy out. You know what I mean? And if you ain't subscribed to that YouTube, subscribe to his YouTube. You know, it's Quizzy F, QUIZZYEFF. You know what I mean? Shout out to my bro. But yeah,
Right.
new single he just dropped. You know what I mean? He working on his mixtape right now, EP, everything. So you know when all that hits the waves, we got you. You'll hear it first here. You know what I mean? And also the Hollywood and Quizzy song is still in the works. It's still coming.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
still
Yeah, take your time, bro. Take your time, man.
it's still coming. You know me. I'm a busy man. I got a lot of stuff on my plate these days. So you know I gotta find time to sit down and write a 16. You know what I mean? And plus, with how heavy he rap, I can't come on that John. You know, even though I'm rusty, I mean, I ain't pick up the pen in a minute,
It was
but
all good. Just come back on some smooth shit. You feel me?
definitely,
You know what I mean, just a little bit more weight than I mean, make sure the bars is heavy. That's it. You just need you just need some weight in the bars. You feel me? Then you
yes,
gonna be
sir.
good. Just speak facts in there. Easy.
And also, one more, I just wanted to show y'all the album cover for the heroes and villains. Metro Boomin. You know what I mean? You gonna have some. You got a song with Future on there. Of course, you got some 21 Savage. I believe we'll have some Travis Scott on there as well. A couple Young Thugs. You know what I mean, so that's dropping at midnight. Heroes and villains.
So which one's the heroes and which one's the villain?
Good question. You know what I mean? We gonna find out tonight. You know. But yeah, last week though, I kind of want to continue the conversation that we was having last week about artists, well-known, notable artists that may or may not have classic albums. Like we went, we went into Chris Brown, checking his catalog to see if he had any classics, and
no.
we came up to the conclusion that out of the 10 albums that Chris Brown has released,
Shut up.
one of them
Albums.
is a classic. You know what I
Which
mean?
one? The first one?
And yes, it was his first album. I mean, me, Zell, and Con all agreed that his first album would be considered a classic. You know what I mean? So it was some other artists that I wanted to talk about, and most notably Drake. You know what I mean? 'Cause he was in the news recently saying that Her Loss is top three in his catalog. You know what I mean? He feels like that's one of his best projects. Period. It's in his top three. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to look at Drake's catalog and
How many does he have? How many albums?
see if he has any classics within. You know,
It's
I believe he does. I believe he has at least three.
Drake's
But
got.
I want to see what my partner in crime thinks. You know what I mean? Well, let's pull up the Drake discography real quick. So
Yeah, just
Do like EPs and mixtapes and all count, or is it just straight studio?
we going from so far going till now. You know what I
so
mean?
far gone is a classic.
That's
Okay, so we said we got so far going pegged as a classic.
I mean, if
like
y'all
a classic, or
if you
not
don't
like a
think
Drake
so,
fan classic, just like a
if
classic.
you don't think so, I get it, but I say it's a classic. November 18th, like what was it?
Well, successful, ignorant shit.
Successful,
Peace
what,
Land
bro?
Invaders.
You still on
Best I ever
Vegas?
had. You know what I
Best I
mean?
ever had.
That's definitely my favorite.
It's
That's my favorite Drake. I
What
don't
else was on there? Uptown was on there.
Uptown,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
what why do I feel so
Unstoppable
alone?
was on there with Santa Gold and Lil, yeah,
That,
yeah.
that is.
That
That
on there?
is.
Why do I
What?
feel so alone? Like everybody's working in the studios in characters, acting out a movie role. I don't know what song that is, but
That's
Is that congratulations?
no,
nah.
it's I know it. I know it.
Oh,
What
say
is that?
what's real. It's called
Yes.
Say
Say
what's
What's
real. Say what's real. Okay. On the Kanye beat, yeah.
Most
what
of
was
my
the
favorite Drake songs are on that album.
what was the song called? Sooner Than Later. That was my
Sooner
jam.
than later also was on there. I mean, the calm on
Yeah,
there.
The Calm.
yeah, that was definitely my
It's
favorite Drake
Yeah.
classic.
song.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yes,
All
I'll
right.
give
So
you.
we could check that off. So far going, we got that as a
Yes,
classic.
as
Up next,
Go ahead.
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later. What's on there? Start naming the Jones, bro.
Are you
We
really
got
gonna break it
Fireworks
up?
with Alicia Keys.
I'm gonna break it up. You keep
Of
going.
course, you had Over, Show Me a Good Time, Fancy, Unforgettable, Light Up, Miss Me was on there.
There were
Find Your
some
Love.
classic songs, but I don't think the whole project
Keep going, bro.
qualifies.
What else was on there? Unforgettable with
What song did you say
Jeezy.
that you like? Nah. What? Yeah, this is a classic. What we got? Fireworks, karaoke, over. Show Me a Good Time, Up All Night, Fancy, Shut It Down, Unforgettable, Light Up, Miss Me, Find Your Love. Like, and I only named the poppin' songs.
All right, so that's two. We got two classics already for Drake.
Hit does not
Next,
What? I didn't say
great
a big
song
hit.
name. You said I only named the
I
pop
only
and song.
named the hits.
Find Your Love is
now
not a
according to
Find Your
consensus,
Love was a hit. I
but
better
it's not
find
a
your
good song.
what?
Just because it's a
That's
hit.
one of his. It's just because you don't like the song, don't make it not a good song. If it's
But
a hit,
a
that's a
pop
good song.
no, a song
It's a
being
hit.
popular
That's the
doesn't
whole
make
part.
it good.
It's the whole. Everybody loved "Find Your Love" because of the music,
That's like saying, goddamn,
not because it was a
work,
meme.
work, work,
They didn't.
work, work.
They
That's
didn't
not a
like.
good song
They didn't
either.
like "Find Your Love" because it was a meme. They didn't like "Find Your Love" because of the music video. They didn't like.
Meme.
They didn't like "Find Your Love" because of whatever you're talking about. They like "Find Your Love" because it was a good
Because
song.
it's Drake, and at a certain point, any pop artist can make any song, and it's gonna hit with enough people to be
What are
considered
you?
successful. But that's
well,
"Find Your Love" is one of his first songs like that. You're trying to say
Find
like,
Your Love is one of his best songs on that album.
oh, whoops.
You know what I mean? But all right, so we got Thank Me Later so far going as a classic.
wait,
Take
so you're
Care.
saying, hold on, my bro. Are you saying
No,
that?
no, go ahead.
What about "Over"? Song "Over"? That was a big song. If anything, that will be the hit on this album.
How does it go?
I've been way too. I did too many last year.
What?
Who the fuck is y'all?
Oh, wait.
Last few nights or some shit.
Is that a bigger hit than Miss Me a Little When I'm Gone? Did you
Miss
know that was?
me when I'm gone. Right. Yeah,
I
man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
thought that was a different. I thought it was called Miss Me or something. I thought it was a different song.
Oh, is that song?
Yeah, the song is called Miss Me, but you know,
Oh, Miss Me is Tell Me what's really going on, right? No.
Drizzy back up in the thing. I'm ready. What's happening? Yeah,
Nah,
that's John
that's
him
not
and Wayne.
over. Over is a genre. I see way too many people here. I don't know that I didn't know last year. Yeah,
Who the fuck are
who the
y'all?
fuck is y'all? That was Over, right?
Yeah, that's over.
Yeah,
That's
that's
over?
over. That's over. Yes.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Oh,
far going.
hold
Thank Me Later.
on. Are we saying that Fancy wasn't a huge song?
It was Ti
Not necessarily
Swiss Beats
Are you
produced.
saying, no, we're talking about classic. We're not talking about if you think the song is good. Fancy
Well, yeah,
was a
don't
big
the song
song
gotta be
because it was
good?
really good. You know what I
So
mean?
an
She
album
fancy,
being
huh?
classic just means
Hair's
it had
done,
a whole
nails
bunch
done,
of like
everything did.
hits on it.
Most likely, yes.
Well then Drake has got like 8 fucking classics
No, that's
because
not
most
true.
of his songs
That's not
go
true, and
in
you're
the
about to
top
be
10.
proven wrong right now.
All right,
Okay,
so up next, are we? Is it just unanimous that Take Care is a classic?
not unanimous.
No, it's not unanimous with Mallory, but I say yeah. Like, what songs on here was not hits? CC's interlude.
Are we saying
You know what I
hits or are we
mean?
saying
Like
classics? Because if you're just
All
CC's
right,
interlude was a good song, but it just wasn't a hit.
if
Like,
you're
right.
all hits
So
equal
Take
good
Care, we
songs
had
or good songs equal classic album, then
we
yeah.
had Shot for Me on Take Care,
what? Take Care is a hit. I mean, Take Care is a classic.
Crew Love, Take Care, the song with Rihanna. Marvin's Room was on here. Underground Kings,
How was that not a classic?
Lord Knows, The Real Her, Hell Yeah, fucking right.
Like, this was the weekend's like introduction to the
Hell
world.
yeah, fucking right is not a good song.
What? How was
Okay.
it
It's
not?
not.
How was it not?
Oh,
If you
I
all,
mean, hold on now. Did you not hear what Wayne was saying on that job, or what Drake was saying?
Was
I
Drake?
guess I was just unmoved.
Drake
I guess I heard
with
it.
both of them saying
I
they
guess
both
I was just unmoved by it. It did not move me.
buried a lot. Kendrick's. Not only was this the Weeknd's fucking introduction, this was Kendrick's
Kendrick.
introduction.
I mean, buried alive.
Like, what?
To whom?
All right, whatever.
To the niggas that wasn't already plugged in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like whatever. Like we all know, Kendrick says it himself in the song, like "Buried Alive," like that. Drake put him on, like you know what I mean. But
Yeah, big pop.
I mean, if you want to act like I'm just saying whatever.
We
But,
got Drake down for 3 classics.
I just said it wasn't good.
Nothing was the same.
I'm just hold on, bro. I'm just want to say on "Take Care" we got the motto.
Yeah, the
Yo,
model was on there. The
yo,
ride was on there.
Awful song.
That's a classic.
Joe was a bad song.
It's a classic. It's a classic album. Practice.
I mean, the ride is on there. I mean, what else?
If you're already a Drake fan, then yeah, you're
the
gonna
good
get
cameras. The
everything
good ones go.
Come
on.
If you're not, it didn't make you a fan. That's what I'm saying. If you're not already a Drake fan, these songs are not making a fan out of you.
How did it not? Crew Love made fans. Crew Love made fans. Crew Love made fans. Marvin's Room made fans. Like, what are we doing? Practice.
What are we doing? I'm talking.
Practice made fans. I know personal fans that hell yeah fucking right me. You know what I mean? Because they was like, oh, this boy can actually rap.
Yikes.
You know what I mean? Headlines made fans.
Yikes.
All right. Over my dead body?
Barf.
All right, my bad, bro. I took over for that, John.
No, we Gucci. I mean, all right, so nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
You had Tuscan Leather, Furthest Thing, Started from the Bottom, Wu-Tang Forever. Hold On, We're Going Home was on there.
I like that.
Pound Cake, 305 in My City. From Time with Janae Aiko was on there also.
Now, while this was one of my all-time favorite Drake albums back when it came out, and for a long time, like this was probably the Drake album that I liked the most, like when it dropped. You know what I mean? Out of all the albums, this was the one that like it was one of my personal favorites. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say this is a classic album. You know what I mean?
I don't either. Look at us agreeing.
Well, you said all of them was going to be.
I didn't say all.
So me personally,
so far,
I don't think Thank Me Later is a classic. I would replace that with Nothing Was the Same in my catalog. I mean, in my rankings, Nothing Was the Same is a classic. I would name that a classic before Thank Me Later. I mean, I feel like it's way more memorable songs. It's way more replay value in this one than it is in Thank Me Later. I mean, but you know, that's just me.
Yeah, I feel you. So what we not? So we gonna if they have to be unanimous, we only got one classic from Drake, right?
Hey.
Well, we said his first 3 so far gone. Thank Me Later and Take Care. So it would be 2.
That's why I said if it has to be unanimous.
Yeah, I mean, majority rules.
No alternative.
All right.
I'm not a Drake.
I mean, so if it's 2-1, then it is what it is. Majority rules.
All right.
So we got. Then after that, it was If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, but that was really a commercial mixtape. It wasn't really an album. Then
that's not classic.
What a Time to Be Alive with Future. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what we were talking about. No, the Reviewing This Too Late, What a Time to Be Alive, not classic. Next is Views, right?
Yep.
Debatable.
I think Views aged very well, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I love this album.
That one is the next one that has a higher percentage of songs that I will tolerate.
Like you had what?
Oh, yeah,
the biggest Jones on here was probably Controller, Hotline Bling. You know what I mean? We know those songs. Or One Dance. You know what I mean?
Ooh, One
Dance. Do like that one. I like that one. Okay, so yeah, he
What's the Road Flows?
Personal
Feel No
favorites. I
Ways is
got
on here.
Faithful on there. Redemption. Western
Mm-hmm.
Road Goes.
Yep.
Still No Ways. You With Me. You know what I mean? Six Upside Down. That's a 9 now. Like
Yeah.
uh, this could be. I mean,
I liked a couple of these.
I don't mind calling this a classic.
It's a classic. I think it's just like a
As much as I love Views,
like a well
I
curated.
I think it's one of his best albums in his top 3 for me. But I don't know. Is it a classic?
Still no.
Nah, I can't. I can't call it a classic. And then we already know Scorpion, not a classic, even though it was a good album.
Let me look at Scorpion song.
Scorpion is a great. It was a great album.
Hold on. In between, all right. In between, wait. Yeah, in between Views and Scorpion is More Life, right?
Right.
And you didn't, and that's not a classic, but I did like a lot of these songs. You feel me? Like, but this was like the Island Drake, and
Yeah.
and actually, nah, I don't like More Life anymore because that's where he stole X Flow. So off that, John. It's always gonna be X over Drake for me. You feel me? But Survival, Nonstop, Elevate, Emotionless, not a classic, but very good songs. Care Package. We're calling Care Package a classic because I would.
Care Package is a collection of classic Drake songs.
It's a collection of
So, I mean, I guess by default it would have to be a classic.
Isn't that
What
collection?
makes it a cheat is just, you're just putting together all the like B sides and off and you know.
No B sides, just collection of YouTube songs.
That's what I meant.
That
You know,
Drake dropped.
you're like unreleased officially music, but you know
Yo,
a lot of people have heard them and they love
YouTube
them.
Drake was a whole category for me, like in high school. You know what I mean? Around time Drake.
Cause just like look at the songs on here. You got The Motion, Dreams Money Can Buy,
Wow.
Days in the East,
How
4
about
p.m.
now? You gonna forget how about now?
Oh, yeah, how about now? Shit. Trust issues, 4 p.m. in Calabasas, 5 a.m. in Toronto is on here. Jodeci freestyle, like yeah, this joint is.
Mm-hmm. I Get Lonely was on here, bro.
It was.
Is that meant to be?
And Free Spirit, Girls Love Beyonce is on here.
Wait, hold on. I gotta tell her about I Get Lonely. I Get Lonely was around the time that Nothing Was the Same. What's the first Drake album?
Thank Me Later.
That was like So Far Gone, Thank Me Later ish. You know what I mean?
And it took him 7 more albums to put it on something.
Remember Fall for Your Type? That joint.
That's not.
That joint used to be fire.
My journey.
But all right, so Care Package. Then it was Dark Lane demo tapes. I mean, I think that joint's underrated, but it's definitely not a classic. It's
I Love a Boy, right?
Oh.
Certified Lover Boy. Now this one,
that had a handful of songs I like, and it's still not a classic.
It could be a classic.
It could not. This one, no. Where's the?
We got revisit. We got to revisit this joint in about a year or two.
Too early to tell. Too early.
Yeah, it's too early.
What was the one?
But it was a solid album. You know what I mean?
Is that this one?
Cause I want you and I need you.
That was cute.
And I'm down for you. No, that's Scorpion.
Oh, see.
The one I love. That's on fire.
That was actually like another one where I hadn't liked a Drake song in like several years.
All right, so we giving Drake at least about four to five.
Hold on, we're gonna give him 3. We're not gonna really count. We're not going to count Care Package.
All right, so Drake got about 3.
Got like 3 classics. You know?
All right, so
and that's not even drawing for it to be Drake. You know what I mean?
All right, so the next artist I wanted to
like J. Cole. Does he have a classic? Yeah, he got like what?
And that's what I was gonna bring up next. Cole.
Born Center is his classic album. Forest Hills Forest Hills Drive, another classic album. Uh,
And that's it.
then that's it.
No love for KOD.
I love
Not no
KOD.
love. Just is it like classic?
It's not a
Like the
classic
whole
album though.
project? Like
For Your Eyes Only.
again, not a
A
like a
beautiful album, but it's not a classic.
Hmm.
like my favorite album by Kendrick is To Pimp a Butterfly, but I don't think people count that as like a classic Kendrick. I
That
think they
is
put.
a classic.
Do
Pimp a
they?
Butterfly is
I thought they
That's
put.
literally the best album.
album ever. Like
I will argue that, but I would do so from the premise of it being
Oh, listen,
made
Kendrick.
and
Every
not.
joint is a classic, and no bias. Like, I mean, Good Kid, Mad City, bona fide.
classic. Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City is
Is
a
I
classic.
I assume
To
that
To
was
Pimp a
a
Pimp a
classic.
Butterfly,
Butterfly,
classic.
classic.
What after that? Damn, classic.
Damn, classic.
Is it?
Damn is a classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
And
Oh,
then
only
Untouched.
one I guess you want to say is a classic is what Untitled, Unmastered.
That's not.
But
That doesn't
I
count.
mean,
Like
it
one of
still was. You know what I mean?
mixtapey typey.
Yeah, that's not a classic. It was a
Wow.
mixtape though. That was the album after the album. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't you know? Don't you know how you have? They usually do a mixtape before the album. You know
Like
what I
what
mean?
didn't make the cut, but I want you to
Yeah,
hear
the
it.
mixtape before the album was always fire.
Now
Right.
Kendrick did the mixtape
I'm gonna put
after
the
the
album
album.
out, and then everything that didn't make it. You can have that too later.
I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry.
So we giving Kendrick at least 3, 4.
All four.
Nah,
All
we giving
four
him three. He got
releases.
three. Give him three. Give him three.
What's the one
Oh
that's
wait,
not?
wait. Mr. Morale.
That's what I mean.
That's four. Yeah,
I wouldn't count that one as a classic.
not yet, but it's only been one.
It's on its way. You know what I mean? So, all right, Kendrick got a. So we give Drake 3, Cole 2, Kendrick 3. You know what I mean? Interesting.
Well, Drake just has a lot of quantity. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I mean. Drake to
and
me is a
and
quality over
if we
quality.
going if we going to count, if we going to count, yeah, like what's J. Cole's mixtape?
Uh, what the all? No, not the all season. What Lights, Please, and all that.
Yeah, what was it called?
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night
Friday,
Lights.
Friday
Yeah.
Night Lights. Yeah.
Look at me knowing stuff.
Friday Night Lights, classic. Like so, like the big reason why because Drake was able to start his early career quicker. Like if we was to grade Section 80, Section 80 would be a classic. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Like, but Drake was just like he was able to start the music career quicker, like with all the people around him, like a lot quicker. In my opinion, I feel like that's what happened. Um, like J. Cole, all of his hotter material, like his classic material, was before he got signed. And then once he got signed, he did a little stutter step, and then he started, he found his rhythm. But yeah, I think Drake he had a really good, he had probably the best start off to a career. Like, yeah, I mean,
All right. So how about? Okay. So matter of fact, I wanted to get your opinion on this because
shoot, bro.
I said verse of the year for me is between J. Cole
I need to go back to the lab.
and Drake. You know what I mean? J. Cole for the Johnny P's Caddy. You know what I mean? And then Drake for Churchill Downs on the Jack Harlow joint. You know what I mean?
For the whole year.
My
For the whole
only
year.
is I think I've heard hotter verses than those verses, but
This year.
I would think, yeah, I honestly think so, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Drake's verse on Churchill Downs is fire. Also, Drake is super slept on as a lyricist. My only frustration about like Drake and is it called a zeitgeist? In the the only issue with Drake how it comes to the culture that he like they don't understand that he's actually really good at rapping, and I just wish that came up more. But yeah, so I don't mind the pick. It's just I personally would think that I heard better this year.
Can
Better
you
verses?
give some examples though?
I mean, we had some.
Like just off top.
I can't off top. I gotta go back to the lab for that.
Right.
That's an assignment. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I was just curious if you were like, no, this one off the rip is just immediately better.
I'm not mad at the J. I'm not mad at the J. Cole verse. That you just picked. Johnny P's Caddy verse, incredible. Probably the most fire that I've spit this year. Like, you feel me? Nah, but
I don't know if I heard a verse better than that though. I don't know.
Hoy.
On the night I was born, like, that was crazy verse. And that it came after Benny the Butcher, who's like known for being like real and like street and you know what I mean, cutthroat and all of that. And he side by side with this guy, and it kind of just changes the whole perspective of like like what is what, you know what I mean? Like what is really impressive. That's the, you know what I mean, like is that street life really impressive that he talking about? That's like, damn, like he really talking some shit, or is like the creativity with the words that is two, you know what I mean? Is like the two different sides of rap.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, good job.
Yeah, I just needed that. But okay, last person for the classic album, and I wanted to ask this last week, but I had forgot. Nas.
Does Nas have a classic album?
Ever?
Well, Illmatic, obviously. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm trying to see what the like is all you want to go through all of his albums,
and then you could push for
after Illmatic. Would you say it was written?
It was written. Definitely a contender. Like it's worthy of debate. It's worthy of a conversation.
It's all worthy of debate. Now, does Beyonce have a classic album?
Stop playing with me. Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, me and Con Man was literally about to go at it over this one.
Wait,
I got Beyonce down for at least about 5-6 of them things.
Beyonce got 5 or 6 classic albums.
I mean, self-titled, Lemonade,
Renaissance. No shade to Beyonce, but let me check.
I'll give you the ones. I'll give you the ones I said was classics. I said Dangerous.
Sasha Fierce is classic.
Yes, the fuck it is.
Listen, these are the ones I said. I said
I know those 2 songs. If I were a boy,
I said B-Day is a classic. I got 4 as a classic.
Ave Maria, Diva.
But just like
I got Lemonade. I got Beyonce at 5, bro.
This is only like what you
at
have.
5.
Like this isn't.
Yeah.
This isn't the full work. Like this, it's a whole album.
Yo,
her first 2 albums.
That song, "Sweet Dreams," that should need more love, bro. She ripped that shit.
She did though.
All right,
I got her first 2, Dangerously in Love and B-Day. I got them as classics.
They are. It's simple. Look,
Dangerously in Love.
Her best, not necessarily, but are they classic projects? Yes. They had their moment. They inspired, cultural fucking copycats.
She cheated. Yeah, she cheated.
And then I got 4 as a classic.
So Beyonce is a classic album?
Yes. Fucking Partition, fucking Drunk in Love, fucking
Pretty Hurts is on there, dog. That
was when Beyonce was stepping out of the like very polished.
Yeah, but Pretty
cutesy,
Hurts the first song. That's,
like pretty.
That song's still fire though, bro.
That song's still fire.
I listened to Haunted.
I don't got it as a classic though, but I got 4 as a classic.
Yo, she got Drake on that, John.
And mine.
I just want to say you're my.
I don't even really too much fuck with Drake, and I fucking love that song. Mine gets all spins in my car. So yes, it is.
And I got Lemonade. Classic.
What's Superpower? What's that?
Superpower. Oh my god, that sounds so good with Frank Ocean. Yes.
I don't know that, John. That don't know. I don't think that's the one.
I don't care. Not you going up for every Drake song that ever
lived. Lemonade. Let's see Lemonade.
Yes. Classic.
What's Sandcastles?
That was when, like, Love Drought and Sandcastles is when by the halfway through the album, she starts to forgive Jay-Z for cheating on her. So we were Sandcastles.
Are we really calling Lemonade a classic album?
Yes. Another cultural moment. She put that was like the fucking the visual genre.
So to be a classic album, you need to have a cultural moment, like everything got.
You don't need to, because Drake didn't have the same.
What you mean? Yes, he did.
Moments.
He did. So Far Gone did. So Far Gone did was a cultural moment. So was Thank Me Later. That was a cultural moment, was it not? It was
next to
like
the
Thank You Me
names.
Later. Fucking
hear
the
that,
next song,
please.
the next album after that, they got YOLO on there. Like
A bad
people
song.
to this day still say YOLO, but you want to talk about
But he
a
started
cultural
saying
moment.
it because he learned it. He
And
didn't
you're saying it's
create
a
it.
bad song, like you don't like you saying it is a bad song because you don't like it, but no, it wasn't a bad song.
It wasn't.
People love the song YOLO. That song got hella
People
spins.
love
If people
any
didn't like the
song.
song,
What does
that's
that
not
mean?
true.
Any
People
song you
don't
come
like
up with,
any
someone's
song.
gonna find.
No,
Oh my god, I love that
not
shit.
millions of people.
Can I?
No, not millions of people. Millions of people are not going to just be like on the bandwagon for any song.
When
That's
you're
not
talking
true.
about a mega superstar like a Drake, by the time
In
something
order
like a
to
YOLO comes out, yes, they are gonna be bandwagon.
that was
Hell
his
yeah, fucking right.
no
This is not a good song.
people were still trying to
Okay.
call Drake like that. What was he, the crying singer? Like, was that the same? Was that Marvin's Room? Was that the same
Yeah,
album?
Marvin's Room.
Like people
Yeah,
were,
he'd be emotional, you know.
yeah, people were not, yeah, no, people were. It wasn't that easy.
Okay.
So Beyonce got at least 3 or 4, bro.
Does.
She at least got.
Does. And she didn't even do mixtapes. She could do a mixtape. I
So
bet she
yeah,
could
by
put out
cultural moments alone,
tons of
yeah,
shit.
she
All
got
right. So what about Rihanna?
Rated R and Anti were big moments for
no.
her. They kind of like people who were like people who didn't really listen to her too much before. They kind of like started paying attention with
Nah,
Rated R,
bro.
you know, like that really beat bitches' asses, and they started getting the same tattoos and doing the hair like her, and you know, like, and then not just for the aesthetics, but you know, other music started to kind of veer in that, like, oh, isn't it cool to be like punk and like tough and bad
All right,
instead
yo.
of
So
sweet.
good girl going bad. That could be one.
I don't think Loud was a mo. I mean, it
Loud.
wasn't not successful. Obviously,
Nah,
she's a very
Loud's
successful
not
person, but I
one.
wouldn't call it like.
Oh,
Anti,
Drake was on there. You know what I mean?
What that
anti.
mean?
I'm not giving anti one either, bro.
What? That's okay.
Sorry.
Never mind. Then you're disqualified because
Oh, that's a classic, bro.
That's a classic.
Yes.
A
Yes.
classic album.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it needed me.
No.
No, more than that.
What? See what I'm saying?
Love on the Brain is on there. What you mean?
This is what I sound like talking
Love
about.
on the Brain.
Yes.
Start up here. I don't even like Work Like That, but I know that
All right,
everybody
hold up.
liked that song.
Kiss It Better was fire.
Consideration with SZA was a fucking jam. It
All right,
opened
now
the whole
that now
shit.
that we're going through the songs,
James Joint, Kiss It Better.
this joint,
Desperado.
Desperado,
Come on, bro.
Desperado.
I will
Come
literally.
on, this is a classic. Like, what you mean?
All right, that's
that
it.
shit goes.
That's a classic.
Woo! Goddamn. No, that was the first Rihanna
So
album
Rihanna
I
got-
listened to start to finish because I was like, hold up, wait a minute. And like I listened to that whole bitch and then played it again and again. I listened to Anti like it was my job.
Is Rated R one? 'Cause I
Rated
don't
R
think
is
so.
considered one because of like that
Nah,
kind
it's
of
not classic.
marked the
not
like,
classic.
you know,
What about Talk That Talk?
beating asses.
No, that's not one either.
No Love for Unapologetic?
Nah, bro, that's not
It's a
one.
good one. No, he doesn't listen to these albums. He's like, if it made it to the radio.
No, Diamonds was on there, bro. Come on.
No, bro, this is not that. Talk That Talk is not one of them, bro.
I say Rated R and Anti are the ones.
I see Unapologetic. Oh, you
No,
talking
Talk That Talk had We Found Love on it.
all right, Unapologetic is the one with Diamonds and Numb and Eminem.
Stay is all right. That one had hits, but I don't think the whole project itself was like, goddamn, put it on no skips. Oh my god, like Anti is no skips.
All right, we giving her 2.
All right.
And that's not, you know,
Rihanna with the 2.
That's a good job. You got 2 classic albums for the entire world. Stop. What are we really doing right now? All right,
not too shabby.
That's crazy. Chris Brown only got one classic.
That was actually the first Rihanna song I liked.
That song was crazy.
So we really saying Breezy got 1 out of 10.
A girl like
and
me?
That's being generous.
That's crazy.
What other Chris Brown album are you trying to
please.
give me, bro?
Like what album?
Bro, what about the album with Look at Me Now on there?
And Name 3 other songs from that whole
You
album.
said the joint from Look at
Don't
Me
look
Now?
at it. Don't look at the track list. Name it.
What else was on there? Deuces was on there. I think No Bullshit was on there. You know what I mean? What's the joint with Timberland and Big Sean? Paper Scissors Rock was on there. Yo, it was a bunch of fire. Listen,
I just saw the other day. Boo!
Nah, bro, I'm not giving.
She Ain't True was on there. Come on, yo.
No.
And Beautiful People was on that. Like, yo.
Wait, what are you talking about, bro?
Fame.
Oh, Fame. Yeah.
Fame ain't a classic. Come on.
Man, and yeah, and paper.
Deuces is on there, bro. No bullshit. Like, come on, bro.
No, bro.
Yo, come on.
No.
Come on. Wet the Bed with Luda? Come on, bro.
Featuring Chris Brown on a Chris Brown album. How are you gonna feature on his own album? Shut up! No, it's not. Boo! Disqualified.
Chipmunk.
Yo, so we really saying Fame ain't a classic? That's crazy.
No, bro, not off.
I'm not saying that. I'm agreeing with whoever said it first.
Yeah, so because you don't fuck with Yeah 3 times, you don't want to give it a classic.
What?
Oh my god!
You're not even fight. Hold on. My whole thing is, bro. You're not even fighting for. You're not even fighting for Chris Brown. Bro.
No, they said that one.
We said that one was a classic.
You know,
Run it. Chris Brown.
So what's after that? Graffiti.
Graffiti was when he was trying to come back. You know what I mean?
You're not fighting for Graffiti, bro.
Not a classic.
No, I'm not. I'm not fighting for I Can Transform You. I'm okay.
Anything.
I'm alright.
But you're gonna fight for Yeah 3 times.
No, I'm gonna fight for Beautiful People and She Ain't True. You know what I mean? And no bullshit.
Oh, that's not.
Deuces was on there, bro. Come on, dog. Come on.
It's not a classic album. Deuces is a classic. That's not a classic album.
Right. You a classic song on an album that the album itself is not a classic.
What about Fortune? Yeah.
Huh?
Fortune?
Yeah.
Is that an album?
Yeah.
Turn Up the Music was on there.
They got Fame and they got Fortune.
Like, Strip was on there. No, it's not. It's not a classic. No.
What you mean? He got Strip on there though, bro.
Wrestle
bro. He got Strip on there though.
Like, if anything, X would be.
Wow.
X.
Boo.
I ain't mad at that.
Boo.
But I'm not gonna call it it's not a classic. But I'm not mad.
Loyal was on there, dog.
I like
terrible.
Back when
come on, these pros ain't loyal, man. Come on. Come on.
What other song that I like on here?
He had Usher on this joint. Come on. Kendrick was on here. Autumn Leaves.
Autumn Leaves.
Yeah, Autumn Leaves with Kendrick. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on. Fine China was on this joint. Like, yo, come on, man. Eezy got at least 2 or 3. Like, come on. We ain't going to do
R. Kelly, automatic disqualification.
Hold on, bro.
R. Kelly on there? Never mind.
I'm not saying that X.
Man.
In 2014.
I'm not saying X is a classic. She would have to say that X is a classic for it to be voted as a classic. Like, yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't be necessarily mad for you to bring it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after that, we don't got, you know. All right, so Eezy, he's stuck at one classic. That's, you know.
What about Royalty?
And that's being generous.
Royalty?
No. Not even one.
I'm good. I'm good on Royalty.
Not fan of the album?
Fan of
the album.
Well, Tyga and Chris Brown? No. The mixtape was better.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, what about Heartbreak on a full moon?
One where it was like 45 fucking songs? I'm begging someone to wrestle the cocaine away from this man. Like, he has no ability to self-edit. Just somebody, please.
Not the coke.
Take it from him.
What did y'all think about Indigo?
I'm sorry.
I mean, it was some songs on there I liked, but it's not a classic.
Like
another 42 album.
Get help.
42 songs in an album. Chris
Brown, get help.
Bro.
And an album coming out every fucking 9 months. Get help.
And the album is 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Get the fuck out of my fucking face.
Bro.
Get out of my face.
Bro, come on. And that's if I never pause it.
No pauses. You can't go to the bathroom, nothing.
Come Uh,
All right, so
fuck with you
That's a
though,
Marvel
Chris.
movie. Fuck
what
that.
about
I,
does the weekend have any classics?
As a
the
non-weekend fan,
weekend.
I can say he probably has at least one. I don't listen to it, but I know that. What's that one with the girl naked in the bathtub in the on the album cover?
I don't know. He's a real artist.
You look at the
We're about to
albums.
look him up right now.
His
The Jones House of Balloons.
that's the one.
House of Balloons.
Isn't that
Listen,
like
Live for this. Ooh.
Wicked Games and have yeah? That's I mean I don't like it, but I understand that it hits on a level for a lot of people.
No,
So
we're not gonna call none of these intro mixtape Jones
wait, that's like a
fucking
mixtape. Oh, I
classics.
thought that was like a
This
legit.
John got
you
like
might as well just call Trilogy a classic because all three of them is on there. You know what I mean?
exactly like that's what you're gonna do.
Oh
You just come on.
well, okay, well whatever.
And then
And
I
then
say Beauty
I'm not,
Behind the Madness.
and we're
Definitely.
not gonna just call him albums just because he a fucking singer. My nigga,
Right.
like man, they mixtapes too. Boy.
Or EPs or
Definitely.
if you if you've got rules for what is a studio
I give the
album,
weekend at least about two,
what are the two?
I'll give him Starboy.
maybe three.
God,
I
I
like Trilogy, Beauty Behind the Madness, and I mean Starboy was good, but
It was just an iconic album. That's it. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't one of my favorite weekend albums,
I
but
hated the shit out of that.
this is when
but
he
After Hours,
blew up on his own.
That's what I mean. He kept getting bigger, and it kept being more and more prevalent. You couldn't go
yeah,
anywhere.
I give him Beauty Behind the Madness,
If you
Trilogy, and After Hours.
if you had a Jeopardy question about the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
Starboy. I was gonna say something about a Starboy, bro.
No, I've
Definitely.
definitely gotten like Jeopardy questions wrong that concerns you what the new hotness of what's popping, and I'm like, I don't really like it, so I don't know. I can't tell you. I wouldn't even call the new one a classic, and I like that. That's the first weekend album I've listened to on
I
purpose.
will call it Dawn FM a
I
classic,
wouldn't
but
call it a classic.
Yeah, it's going to age well. It's
clearly
definitely
I'm the only person who think
I
this
call it his best
album
work,
was incredible. Like,
but I don't know.
I'm just like, yo,
here.
I ain't
Angelica,
never
what's
known
going on?
who this
Like, okay,
Angelica.
but what do you mean?
What's
I guess
going on?
you to define classic. Like, does
What's
that
up,
just
Ange?
mean
Can I call
timeless
you Ange?
and
Nah,
that you can play it
I can't call you Ange. That's
years
all
after
good.
it
My
came out
bad.
and it still sounds
For
fresh?
now, you Ange though.
Or does it mean classic like these are just undeniable fucking hits and anyone who hears it has to agree that this is just top tier music? Like I think Dawn FM is a really good album, but
Good
I
evening to
don't know
you.
this album enough to know it's a classic.
Thanks
Because
for tuning in.
if you want like classic The Weekend, I would think like it would be songs from like this joint.
Denzel and just fine, so. Mhm.
Hey, all right, yeah. If I was if somebody asked me, yo, what's a classic The Weekend album? I
Would you say the
would.
brand new one, or would you pull back like one of the, you know?
I guess you can give them mixtapes, at that point, right?
Yeah, but
Or what if someone was
the
like,
weekend,
much of his music, and what should I listen to? What would you recommend for like
That would be
a newcomer?
your classic album.
That's what I mean. Like, so what would you be like? All right, you should start with this, and this will give you a good
Mhm.
taste.
I'll tell them start with Trilogy.
That's like 3 in 1.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's like The Weekend. I mean,
That's like most
But
of his.
if you really want to get a
what,
feel for it, you
yeah,
got
what's
to
your
start
favorite?
with the original.
No, yeah, is that you got a favorite out of all of them?
Out of
Three?
all the trilogies,
Yeah.
my favorite is The House of Balloons.
I understand.
You got anybody else you want to go through?
I think I had one more. I mean, but I don't think have we listened to any of her albums
Who?
to see if she had any classics? Because I was gonna say Taylor Swift.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know much of Taylor Swift music,
I have never listened to a Taylor
but
Swift album.
because I don't know her music, I could tell you classic albums.
We talk we right now we discussing artists that
About
may or may not have classic albums,
you know
like top
nothing.
tier artists that, because we started talking about Chris Brown and how out of like 10 albums, only one of them is really a classic. So
I
that's what
literally
Yo,
can't place
I'm
none of this
like,
shit.
yo, I'm
I'm looking
like,
at it. It looks like fucking Sanskrit. I
yeah,
had no idea.
none of this looks familiar to me.
I've heard of some of the titles, like of Taylor Swift albums. Like that's the best I can do. I've heard of the names of the albums.
listen, whatever album got Shake It Off on it, that genre a classic.
I don't know which one it is.
I don't know what that joint is. What year was that? Shake
I
It
don't
Off.
know. It
Like
might be
2014.
Yeah, 2014. That's
that album is
1989.
1989. Is that
All
the year
right.
she was born?
That's the name of the album, not when it came out.
I'm just saying, no, is that the year she was born?
Is that when she was born?
Probably, right?
Probably.
She's like 30 years old. Like she's in her
Yeah.
30s now. She's a grown woman.
Taylor Swift. The album Taylor Swift.
I have like two
this
songs.
is her classic album to me.
To me, yes, same. For me, the
What,
classic,
her first album?
yeah, the eponymous album Taylor Swift with the teardrops on my guitar.
Oh yeah, that was it.
That's it. That's the exact Taylor Swift I froze in my head.
I remember that, Joe. The teardrops on my guitar.
Oh,
Yeah, that
singing
was
on
the
her
She's Swift
ballad.
for the streets. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of industry niggas tagged. You know what I mean? That's just the life.
Well, that's who she writes her songs about. Like John Mayer, one of her albums is about her breakup with him. One of them is about her breakup with one of those Jonas boys. Like that's her thing. It's like if you get with Taylor Swift and it don't go good, she gonna write an album about you and make a fucking a bank off of that. But yeah, she's she's a young gal who dates freely like these niggas do. Like,
All right, so before we leave, because we got a show coming up in about 5 to 10 minutes, I wanted to get your opinion on two things, and then we gonna sign out. So I want to know, what was the best song pictured here? Murder Cartel wants to know.
ain't it fun? Bring Me to Life, excellent. In the End, Linkin Park, that's hard to beat. And then, which Panic at the Disco is this? All right, so not trash.
Yes.
That's okay.
Those are the goddamn
The best one out of here. The best.
It's In the End.
It's probably my brain went to it's Linkin Park In the End. All of those songs are fucking bangers and get full spins in my car, volume all the way up. But the best out of the best is it's Linkin Park.
In the End.
It's the one.
Definitely. In the end, none of those other songs matter. Definitely.
It's not gonna matter. It's just that like in a pool of good shit, Linkin Park still is the best among the good.
We got one vote for Evanescence.
That's a fun one to do. I highly recommend doing it at karaoke. It's fucking great. You be singing like you wrote it. Like it's fun. It's a fun time. But in the end, it's hard to.
Yeah, come on.
It's
How you
too
gonna
hard
beat
to
In the
beat.
End?
Yeah, on another Blur Cartel post, and I feel like this one probably gonna be unanimous too. You know what I mean? But you never know. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before.
What's the best song picture here? If I Ruled the World now, oh, I already break. I'm sorry.
Can't Knock the Hustle and Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See. You know what I mean?
I have my choice. I don't know if it's the same choice as everybody else. I'm gonna keep quiet until mine goes. No, mine's last. I'm an alternative.
Go ahead, pick your pick.
Mine is Lucchini. Mine is Campbell and Lucchini. That's my pick.
What's yours, Hollywood?
You want to know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I love Lucchini. That's my shit. For me, is but for me, the best joint on here is Can't Knock the Hustle. That's just me.
All right.
What you got?
For me, is If I Ruled the World.
I mean, I love that song. These are all again
timeless song.
Great set of great picks.
Timeless song.
I mean, Busta Rhymes, that joint was fire, but
fun, yeah, great, yeah. Wonderful. I love
Lucchini is that shit though, bro. That's I love that fucking song. But yeah.
That's look at that. It was like a split decision. Everybody went a different way.
All right, yo.
Angelica going with Can't Knock the Hustle from that group.
Ew.
I mean,
I had a suggestion.
All I'm gonna say is, bro,
what's the suggestion?
My suggestion was like artists. What
this
was it?
girl, this girl, Billie Eilish.
Mm-hmm.
I think she might have classic albums.
Listen, I do too. I mean,
I mean, in her lane, she's got
Yeah.
really.
what was
Don't
your
Stop
suggestion?
is a great one. Oh, the it was about like I don't know. It was gonna be something like artists with the best with like fewer than like 2 or 3 albums.
Mm.
Like who came around, gave you a little bit, and left, and still their names ring bells. Like obviously, like Lauren Hills.
Yeah, like Lauren Hill is the obvious.
But it
But
was
yeah, yeah, we gotta do some research on that. I want to make that a topic.
Wasn't it like Jimi Hendrix?
like
Yeah,
who actually made the most impact with the smallest body of works.
Jimi
So to speak.
Hendrix.
Like who gave you the least, but who did the most with the least?
right. All right, we gonna make that a topic. All right, but this
But
has been no. Go ahead.
no, that was it. Yeah,
Nah, yeah, that's a good way to leave it because it's gonna take a lot of thinking about and talking about.
Yeah, we gotta do some homework. You know what I mean? But this has been what it sound like. Volume 2, track 13. I mean, sorry, interview didn't go down. Hopefully, it does go down next week. If not, we'll be talking about who made the biggest impact with a small sample size. We'll be talking about that. I
but
mean, it's either or, but yeah, it's what it sounds like. You see the ticker at the bottom of the screen: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. Make sure you follow all of our social media platforms, and you can follow me, Hollywood underscore Sensei 215. You know what I mean? On Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram.
All right, yo. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You know what I mean? I'll be back next week. You know what I mean? Zell Nobel. Shout out to Mallory. You know what I mean? She here. Always with, you know what I mean, Glass One. And hopefully Common gonna be back to tap in with us one of these episodes. But
Comment, he'll be back soon, hopefully.
yeah, shout out to Common. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to my boy Mike. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole Blur cartel though.
Definitely. Make sure you follow Blur Cartel, Facebook,
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah, shout out to the viewers. My bad.
No,
Exactly.
go ahead. Shout out to the viewers for real. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you for tuning in. Good show. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know where to follow the Blur Cartel. You know what I mean? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. You know what I mean? But hit that YouTube up, man. We doing good things over there. We getting them views. But all right, we gonna see y'all next week. We out.